Joining us now to answer some of those questions is one of our favorite people ever, Anson Winder. Don't call him Winder, or he will shun you.
Wow, ever. I like that. Thank you.
Is that a good enough intro?
No, I like it. Thanks.
Anson brought some new swag in. He brought his jerseys in.
Yeah, new jerseys this year. Let's talk about this. So we're gonna hold these up. Sorry, radio listeners.
There's some stripes on the side. Yeah, we'll send some pictures out on BYU Sports Nation.
Can you describe the differences, Anson?
Yeah, we kind of have this new Y logo on the corner of the jersey here.
Like a diamond.
Yeah, like a diamond-shaped Y on there.
Right at the crest of the neck.
Yeah.
We kind of have more of a curved Brigham, whereas in the past years it's kind of just been straight across above the numbers. And then we've added a few more stripes on the side.
Yeah.
So just, a couple of changes we've added to the jersey just to add some flair to it.
Love
so
it.
It's
Looks
good, yeah.
Looks good. And this is actually your jersey.
Yeah, that's actually.
Is this the one you're wearing this year?
That'll be the one that I'm wearing this year, yeah.
Buckets.
You really trust us with these?
Yeah.
I do.
I'm taking this home, man. Great.
Of course I trust you guys with these, man.
We are tweeting out pictures of the new jerseys at BYU Sports Nation on our Twitter account.
You brought the poster that's going to be handed out tonight as well.
So these will be the new posters this year. A lot of guys on there I know. 18 of them to be exact.
Seriously, there's 18.
How did you fit them all on?
Yeah, so as you can see, some guys have bigger pictures than others. That's just the way they.
Someone online said that the size of the photo was equated to playing time, projected playing time.
Chase Fischer's going to be mad if that's the case.
Yeah, wait a minute. Isaac Nielsen's is
whoever can figure that out is in the wrong business.
And this will be given out free tonight, I believe, at the game.
Yeah, we will be signing them after the game tonight.
Free admission as well.
Oh, nice. Autographs after the game as well.
Yes.
BYU senior guard Anson Winder on BYU Sports Nation to preview the Cougar tip-off and the 2014-2015 BYU basketball season.
Thanks for the time, man. We appreciate the jersey, the poster. Good luck tonight.
These are my gifts to you guys.
Let's go back to Boom Shakalaka.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
3-point shootout contest winners, to a degree, Anson, and then Jeff Judkins and Aaron Thorne decided to hijack the competition.
He brought a ringer. I don't think that's fair that he could bring a ringer to the competition. He should have had another one of his assistants shoot, like Ray. That's a call out to Ray if he's hearing this. He should have been shooting in the competition instead of Thorne. But
so you guys won it. I mean, and then they go and just bring down the house. And in the middle of that, you said to us, "Do we get a shoot? Do we get a shoot?" And unfortunately, the answer was no because you shot twice.
I was hoping for one more round. I seen them. They got a pretty high score, high 20s. So I felt pretty confident in our team, and I felt like we could have matched it, if not gotten a little bit higher.
Does Coach Judkins talk trash to you?
Not really. That was the first time I'd ever really seen him talk trash. Like we see him every day, and he's always like, "Hey, Ants, how you doing?" Like, just real civil and stuff. And then it's time for competition, and it comes out of
the window.
Yeah, all that goes out the window. So it was fun.
Speaking of civility, so we try and go to practice, when it's available and check it out. We saw you and Chase Fischer, who had a good time at Boom Shakalaka, going at it a little bit. Chase, you and Chase were, having some competitive moments.
You like to talk to each other in practice, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was upset that you were like hitting his elbow or something.
Yeah.
What's it like in practice with him?
It's fun because we can compete and we can talk and through the game of basketball, it's fun to have that competitive aspect. And then after the basketball, we're back to being best friends again. So I think that's what's most fun about playing with him and against him. But in that certain situation, he wanted a foul on one of his threes because, he's always getting fouled, according to Chase. So he wanted that foul, and, I wasn't just going to, bow down and give him the foul. So I had to let him know, hey, that was just good defense.
Naturally.
I loved it. I thought that encounter was fun. Does it take a little while to cool off, though, like after? Because it's not like into the locker room like, yeah, bro, it's great. Me personally, I'm like, give me like 5 or 10 minutes.
No, not really. I think we're so used to just competing for that time period that, once the lights kind of turn off and, the whistle finally blows, it's like, hey, we've said our piece and we've battled it out long enough. And, I mean, we can go back to just being friends again at the end of the day. So
awesome.
I feel like it doesn't carry on.
Chase is one of the unknowns for this BYU basketball program because we haven't seen him play an official game. Anson, we've watched you play a lot. I think we have a good idea of what you can bring and what you do, and you had a great end of the season last year. What's Chase going to bring to the team?
I think kind of like what you guys said earlier. He brings that leadership role to our team, an elite shooter, And just
he is an elite shooter.
He is an elite shooter. Yes,
that's great news.
And just that competitive aspect, having the experience of playing, in the ACC for a couple of years, he can bring that to our team, and that's something that we haven't had before. So that's something we're excited for, and hope to lead us to a few big wins this year.
Whenever I see a dude with a shooting sleeve, I feel like, okay, either projection on that guy's part, or he can actually shoot.
Should I put on a sleeve?
Is there anything to that? Because like in the Richards building, we'll play pickup, and a guy will come in with the sleeve, and I'm like, come on. No,
I know some guys need to keep their their shooting arm warm, and some guys are thinking it's stylish. So I don't know. I think for the guys on our team, a lot of them like to keep their their shooting arms warm, and some of them kind of have elbow injuries. That you get from just falling on the floor and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You come in with a pad?
Yeah.
It's like Dellavedova. He'd have the elbow pads and like the mouthpiece. I'm like, are you playing football?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. He's in the NBA now and succeeding.
He's with LeBron.
He's playing with LeBron James.
How lucky is that, dude?
Yeah, he might get a ring this year. That's exciting
Holy
for him.
Cow.
Yeah.
Our Twitter question today, Anson, is what's the greatest unknown about BYU basketball this year? There's question marks before every season. What's the greatest unknown for you as this team begins again?
Our greatest unknown is definitely our toughness as a whole. I think you've kind of seen BYU teams that not so much folded, but just didn't bring it, every game like we know how to. So I think that aspect will change this year. And as far as defense goes, we've been stressing that since, the end of last year when we lost to Oregon. We've been stressing defense the entire summer and preseason. So that's something that, our mentalities are kind of focused around, and that's the aspect we hope to bring this year.
That was a lot of our conversation in the first block was elite offense, third in the country in scoring. And then defensively, 322nd. If BYU plays, better defense, some serious things could happen. How will we know when the defense is better? How will we know?
I think you'll know when we can look at the stat sheet and say that, hey, we've held them to a certain amount of points. We've gotten a certain amount of rebounds. And just force tough shots after watching film. I think,
and that's an intangible.
Yes, that's something that you can't really mark on the stat sheet. Look at games at the end of the year and you watch film and it's like, we're giving easy baskets to teams where if we would have challenged a shot or just made it a little bit tougher, we could have gotten a miss out of that situation. So that's something that we hope to change this year.
What is the marquee number that you want to hold teams to defensively in terms of points scored per game?
Well, Coach always says that he wants us to score in the 80s. We're used to scoring in the 80s. Okay. So if we can keep a team around the 60s and 70s, that's kind of what the goal that we reach for. You can't always achieve that, of course, but that's kind of where we try to hold teams. And if we don't always get to 80, that's fine. But if we can hold them under 60 or 70, I feel like we can come out on top usually.
Would you rather play great offense or great defense?
With our mentality this year, we want to play great defense. We know we can score.
Both, but I'm making you pick one.
We know we can score. Ever since I've been at BYU, we've scored 80 points at least every game. So offense isn't, it's never been a problem. And now it's just stopping teams. And I think defense is what's going to win us games.
The Cougar tip-off tonight. Now as a senior, you've done this quite a few times.
Once or twice.
What's the feeling like going into this first official scrimmage with some fans coming into the Marriott Center? How does the team feel about something like this?
It's exciting because Boom Shakalaka comes and then the tip off comes and that you're right around the corner from your first exhibition, first game. So it's just kind of eye opener for what's to come this year, in a way for fans to see us firsthand. And just to get a feel playing under the lights in the Marriott Center and a big crowd, and it's exciting to know that for me personally that this is my last year and my last tip off, and it's kind of sad to think about, but at the same time it's exciting because we're gonna have a lot of fun this year.
What are you most excited about?
Just competing one more time with all my friends and teammates and brothers that I've been with all these years. To compete with them one more time, I couldn't ask for anything else, and to go out on top is just the goal. To hopefully win as many games as possible, go to Maui, win some games, win our conference, win the tournament, and make a run in the big tournament. That's always the goal. And to do it with this team, I couldn't ask for anyone else to do it with.
You had a really interesting junior season. And for those not close to the BYU basketball program, you saw increased minutes towards the end of the season in crucial roles down the West Coast Conference tournament stretch. What did that do for you as a player to go through maybe some frustrations early in the middle of the season, but then to come on and have a prominent role?
I think it humbles you. It keeps you ready for, whatever's to come. There's, like you said, there's been situations where you're down and you kind of think you're out, but as long as you stay positive and stay humble, I think that's kind of what's got me through, those tough situations. And I've just tried to ready myself for whatever's to come. You never know when your number's going to be called, and coach is going to look your way and he's going to expect you to make a play. So I've just tried to prepare myself and stay ready for, whatever situation occurs.
How has Kyle Collinsworth looked in practice?
He looks good. He's been doing everything, no setbacks over the summer. He's worked hard on his body to, stay in shape and do as much as he can, with the mobility he's had. And he's been able to compete every day in practice. He's doing more and more every day, and he's looking really well.
Will Corbin Kaufusi block a shot 10 rows into the stands this year?
I expect he'll do that not just once, but maybe a couple times. That's just how athletic and strong he is. It's unreal. He's blocked my shot into the stands a couple times, and I'm not the only one. So I expect to see a couple of nice blocks from him this year.
Preseason poll came out in the WCC. I believe that's voted on by the coaches, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. BYU's predicted to finish second. What did you think of that?
It gets us excited. We were picked second last year, and we were a few games away from tying for first, and it just lights a little fire under us to go out and kind of prove some people wrong and hopefully win conference. We haven't won since I've been playing, and I'd hope to end my senior year with a conference championship, and that's always been the goal. So hopefully we can use this as fuel to the fire and keep going.
You can see Anson Winder in all of his fame and glory tonight.
And the New Jerseys.
In his New Jersey. On BYUTVSports.com, part of the Cougar Tipoff. It is an exclusive on BYUTVSports.com. Anson, thanks for coming in again, bringing the jerseys, bringing the goods, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. It's always fun coming on the show.
You delivered
It's going
once
to be fun
again.
tonight.
Yeah, it'll be exciting. I can't wait.